14 HOBY TV. Today we have a special guest with us. Her name is Jessica Lewis and she's a 2018 HOBY alumni.
Hey!
Okay, Jessica, I have one question before we start. How's your PMA?
I feel good! Oh, I feel so good! Oh!
Double O!
Oh, oh!
Triple O!
Oh, oh,
Turn up!
oh! Woo!
Okay, now we have about 7 questions for you today. So you ready to start?
Yep.
Okay, your first question is, what moment during HOBY made the largest impact on your life? And how do you expect your HOBY experience to influence the rest of your time in high school?
I think the moment that really impacted me the most was the Unseen Kids presentation of the statistic 20-60-20. When I was sitting in my seat watching the statistics go across the screen of teen suicide and bullying, I was crying because I realized that I beat those statistics. And in that moment, I was really empowered because I realized I can be more than the 60% of unseen kids. I can be the 20% of leaders, and it was such a confidence booster for me, and it was a really emotional moment for me.
Okay. Using the philosophy of true colors, describe the role you play on teams.
Well, I am a mix of a traditional gold and a blue, so I have a lot of great characteristics I can bring to a team. I am a critical thinker. I like to make solid plans that run really smoothly, but I'm also very cautious of making sure that the other people on our team is included so they don't feel left out, and I'm always willing to accept other ideas from different teammates to make our plan even better.
Okay. How do you see yourself living out PMA after HOBY?
I plan on living out PMA through perseverance, persistence, and just overall keeping my head up and staying positive, because that's the whole point of PMA. It's positive mental attitude. And when you have a positive mindset, I think you can accomplish so much more, because I feel like your mind is the number one thing that is keeping you from achieving amazing and great things.
Okay. Going forward as a HOBY alumni, what is a SMART goal you have for yourself? And this could either be in your personal life, in your school, or in your community.
I started a fundraiser the day after HOBY. It was something that was at the back of my mind before HOBY, but when I attended, I realized that I gotta put this in a paper, I gotta set this into motion. So I started officially my organization, the Period Project, which is a fundraiser that is founded through the menstrual movement. So through them, I'm an official organization. And with their help, I can help donate $500, hopefully by Christmas, to women in need who cannot afford period products, because period products in the state of Kansas are taxed by the state because they are considered luxury items and not necessities. So I want to donate money to help women who can't afford it buy those products, and I also want to put together care packages to give to these women, hopefully with 3 months supply of menstrual products.
Okay. 5 years down the road, what lesson gained from HOBY would you want as a reminder of that time in your life?
I think the 2 things I want to remember the most is, one, how happy, genuinely, truly happy I was sitting amongst the crowd of all the different ambassadors from all across the state, and I want to remember how much I grew in 4 days. I was cautious, I was not confident at all in a lot of my decisions that I was making in being a leader, and I want to remember how much I grew emotionally and mentally at HOBY.
Okay. What do you hope your greatest strength is as a leader in the future?
I hope my greatest strength would be compassion, because I think when other people care about you, it can just boost your confidence and you can feel really empowered and better about yourself. So I want to show other people compassion, because I think that is something a lot of people need in their life that maybe they don't have already.
Okay. What strengths do you possess that would make you an ideal junior staff member, and how could these characteristics be a challenge for you?
I care a lot. I sometimes care way too much because I want to make sure everything's going smoothly, and I want to work out like all the different kinks. And when something is not going according to plan, sometimes I can be a little bit frantic. And I think another great strength that I possess is being a critical thinker. So I want to make sure that everything is running smoothly. I always have a plan B in case plan A does not work. And sometimes plan B isn't solid enough. So I think sometimes when I'm a critical thinker, I overthink it and I worry a lot.
Okay, and last question. Why do you desire to volunteer for HOBY Kansas?
That is a great question. HOBY means so much to me because it changed my life. It changed everything about me. And being a part of something that changed me for the better would be so breathtaking, because being amongst the new ambassadors and watching them grow in 4 days, seeing them stuck in maybe their shells and then slowly coming out and blossoming into amazing leaders, that is just something so priceless that I feel like you can't really experience anywhere else besides HOBY.
Okay, well thank you. That's all the questions we have for you today.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Since I am here, today's news broadcast is brought to you by snapfish.com. It is a website where you can order high quality photos for a very cheap price. As you can see, they are fingerprint resistant. So if you touch them, fingerprints will not go onto the photos and ruin the film. And they're very cheap. I got 20 photos for free with a coupon that I had. So I was able to print out all of my HOBY pictures with all of my amazing new family members from HOBY. And if you use the code CARDCHEER, you can get 50% off all seasons greetings card for a limited amount of time. Thank you for having me, HOBY TV.
You're welcome.
That's a wrap. Hey, HOBY TV, how's your PMA?
We feel good! Oh, we feel so good! Oh!
Double O.
Oh, oh!
Triple O.
Oh,